message that I don't quite understand, but I don't want to. I just want to feel it. Don't understand anything that's printed on any of your shirts, to be honest with you. But I like the way you kind of throw it at me. And so that's why I wear your socks and your shirts. Is this shirt about a camera or a World's Fair? I don't know. The point is, the layout is aggressive, and I enjoy that. I enjoy aggressive layouts. You know what I mean? All right, let's go to the mailbag. What's going on out there? Hi, everybody. Heck off, Supreme. Let's talk Top Gun. I would say that Top Gun had a sister game in Jaws for Nintendo Entertainment System. Both of these games were not good games, but in the year 1989, I'm guessing, we didn't have the editorial internet. We didn't have people telling us what was a good game or what wasn't a good game. We would go to the damn movie, we'd go to Blockbuster or our local mom and pop place, and we would get a movie based on the box. I would rent movies based on the box. Likewise, I would rent games or buy games based on, say with me, the graphics. You don't hear the word graphics anymore, but when I was growing up, we were still on this sort of upward arc of things looking better every system. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I have literally just had a moment where I disassociated from myself. But we would play these games because the graphics were good. And Top Gun had like pretty dope graphics. Top Gun probably trying to be like Afterburner for Sega Master System. What up, Sega Master System? Oh, that's how I pick my wine? You know what? That's a great point. Anytime I've ever bought wine, I buy it based on the label. And I also root for sporting teams based on the color and design of their uniform. I should not be registered to vote. That's just the way it is. Have I decided on a set list for Bourbon and Beyond? I have not, but I have a feeling that I'll stick pretty close to John Mayer songs. The graphics are still important? Are they, though, if everything is photoreal? Yeah, I guess when you're dealing with, like, you know, a cartoon-based sort of game or a, you know, polygon sort of game, I guess the graphics, yeah, okay. Because when you think about Fortnite, to me, the problem with Fortnite is the font just blows. Like, I can't take a game seriously that uses that font. I didn't know I felt that way until I started talking about it. But how can you take yourself seriously as a game when that's the font for Fortnite? In fact, I never really played Fortnite. I thought for about 2 days that Fortnite was a joke, that people just were going to start perpetuating on the world that there was a game called Fortnite that existed, and that I was the adult who wasn't in on the joke, and then I realized it really was a game. Sometimes I see video games and I'm like, I don't think these video games are real. I think somebody created just this one scene from a video game. Right? Me too? Thank you. But I really thought I was being played with Fortnite. And let me tell you why. I believe that people's being suspect of things is directly relative to their own cunning and their own ability to deceive. When I was in high school, my friend Singular and I would play a game in the cafeteria called Tabletop. Let me tell you about Tabletop. And I would love to see videos of people playing Tabletop if you so desire to go do that. Tabletop is a game where one or more people can play. You put your hand on a table and you say anything you want. You pretend it's a game. So I would go 4, and you would look at me and go 6. And then my next hand, I would take my hand out or my other hand, and I would go, 12. And the both of you completely bullshit what the game is. From this point on, you begin adding more and more interesting factors to the game. Words, colors, do things like rainstorm, rainstorm, rainstorm. And the person's like, thunderbatch, boom. And you guys like, oh, no, you can't. And then you argue certain times about what things you can do and what you can't do. And before long, other people come up to you and they go, what are you guys playing? And you say, we're playing Tabletop. And you're like, and then you say to them, like, just stay, or they're like, how do you play? You go, just watch for a second. You'll get the vibe. And you continue to play, and you get stranger and stranger. You could say, like, jigsaw, 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 and the guy's playing, like, oh, God, jigsaw, 22, and like that. And then you just get as many people into just complete hysterics of not knowing what's going on. And you just have to keep selling it with your face, really. What even is he talking about? Tabletop is not real, but it's a fun game to play. It is a fun game. It's an improv game. Did you sit at the Peanut Kid table? I don't know what a Peanut Kid table is, but I probably sat as far away from the people you recognized in high school. This discussion is boring, JM. Well, I'll give you your money back. Just let me know where to send the refund for the $0 that this costs you. Oh, is this true about the drinking game? The drinking version of this game is the Okay. So, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess I get it taken away from myself that it was interesting. Although I did it in high school. Also, the show New Girl was ripped off from an essay that I wrote in high school. When am I releasing another song? Well, I can't release another song until New Light sort of does its thing, and it's like still climbing. You might not think so, but it's like still working. My favorite NASA slogan is, "Suck my dick and balls, I'm working at NASA." That's my favorite NASA slogan. And I actually want to take a minute to talk about this, because this is incredibly unfair, what happened to this woman. How quickly we forget that there's a double standard here, because we know for a fact that astronauts have been quoted using foul language. We know this. Is it discussed as much as other aspects of it? No, it's not. It's not the most proud moment in our history, but astronauts swear. Neil Armstrong said, "Well, fuck me silly, I'm about to walk on the moon." We don't remember that because it's not pleasant, but it's raw and it's real. And then he got on the moon, and then he was like, one small step. He kind of caught his composure there. But he said, "Well, fuck me silly, I'm about to walk on the moon." That's what he said. Another time, someone in Mission Control oh man. Alright, I can't anymore either. But I really want to keep going. I can't necessarily bullshit my way through that without laughing. But there was a time in the 1960s where someone during liftoff said, "Well, I'll be a monkey fucker. We have liftoff." And is it on the official record? It is on the official record. Is Twitter the official record? Damn right it's the official record. The point is, we overlook the raw moments of life. We focus on the more composed ones. This was exciting. This was raw. I would say that to this woman, getting a job at NASA was no different than actually being an astronaut, landing on the moon when it came time to survey how you feel and how excited it is. That for her is walking on the moon. And for Neil Armstrong to have said, "Well, fuck me silly, I'm about to walk on the moon." You know, listen, I don't know what more you want from me. Cut out mid-high school story, Jam. You go to your official high school reunion. I went one time. I went to my 10-year reunion, I think. And, yeah, it was my 10-year. I didn't stay very long because they had, like, set up a guitar and like a PA. They didn't really tell me that. And I walked in and I was like, "Homer walk back bushes .gif." Thank you, Craig. He did say it. But we have a very selective memory in this country when it comes to our history. So, lyric writing tips. This is really, really easy to tell you and hard to do. Sit and write. Sit and write. Sit and write. Sit behind a typewriter. I'm doing it again. I sat on the airplane and I opened up my laptop and I went. Instead of meditating for me now, it's like 20 minutes of writing twice a day. And You just sing it, just feel it and sing it and just go, and your brain will begin to catch the momentum of it. It starts to remember what it liked about the last time you wrote, and is easier to synthesize how to do that again each and every time. Buzz Aldrin or Neil Armstrong, who had the worst mouth? Neil Armstrong by far. By far. I don't know if you know this, I'm a bit of a history buff, especially when it comes to the space race. And regrets, that either says regrets or rugrats, but I can't see, I don't feel like leaning in, because when I do, it gets really harsh. Blow me a kiss in space. No, you got that wrong. It was, never mind. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Yes, I was on an airplane. I was on 2 airplanes today, and I don't talk the whole time, and then I get here, and all right. Last time I saw Moose was a week ago. What does my shirt say? Camp High. Camp High. I go to a camp called Camp High. Astroworld, that is a wonderful record. Well, you write first the lyrics or the guitar parts? Usually the guitar parts. But lately I'm just like sitting down to write lyrics, because even if you don't use the lyrics from the page as you're reading them, your brain will remember the words you like the most, and then when it's time to sing on the spot, which of course nothing's ever on the spot, you thought about it in some way or another, even if it's reconstituted. So at least you get it through your brain that way. So it can't be wrong to sit and write, even if you don't feel like you have anything. You're teaching your brain to sort of. When am I going to shred a metal album? Just because I haven't thought about it yet doesn't mean I won't. But I don't know. You going to get the NASA Voyager vinyl release that just dropped? No. Sorry, you spent a lot of time on that question, and I just brushed it aside that quickly. No. Give us something on the spot. Oh, man. I can't do that right now. I'm in the state of Virginia, here for a festival called Lock-In. It is tomorrow. Well, it's all weekend, but I'll be going tomorrow and Sunday with Dead Company, and I can't wait to do it. I'm waiting for you to fall in love again so it can be an influence on your writing. Yo, Lisa_Ann_Loves. Me too, by the way. Me too. If you'll notice, New Light has no traces of any sort of longing for anything past or not there. And that's what I feel like is really exciting about New Light. It's all forward. It's all like new, you know. So I would like some new. I think I could write about love really well now with my. You can't tell it from this video, but I'm fairly mature now as a human being, and so I'm ready to take another trip through love with the solidarity as a person that I now have. But I'm fairly consistent as a person now. Hall & Oates vibe on New Light? Totally. And thank you, by the way, if I achieve that. Am I looking for the New Light or think it'll find me? Oh, I don't. That's the question, isn't it? I don't know. But I'm doing all right. Do I feel more comfortable flying solo? Is that a metaphor? I guess it has to be a metaphor. No, that's a relationship metaphor, not a music metaphor. No, I don't feel more comfortable. I have the mental constitution of a new dad. I just don't have anything that a new dad would have, like the baby you need to be a dad. But I definitely feel like, listen, I'm talking to you bozos. You know what I'd like to be doing right now instead? FaceTiming home. That's what I'd like to be doing. I'd like to be yelling, put mommy on. But I don't have that, and I don't drink, and I'm not into self-destruction, although the astronaut thing could get me in trouble. I mean, these are great American heroes that I'm sending up here for a moment. But I want to be yelling, put mommy on. That's what I want to be doing. But I don't have that, and I don't necessarily feel like doing all the other rock and roll accoutrement when it comes to self-destruction, so I thought that I would check in with you guys. And if you guys don't mind, all 8,316 of you mind being a surrogate family for me, that would mean a lot to me on a Friday night. Lynn drum clap sample on our tracks. Yeah, that's a wonderful. It's the famous sample. Yeah, I got the dad joke, and I'm ready to. I am the Messi of the guitars. Thank you. I don't know all of Messi's history, but I know that he's regarded as a wonderful athlete. So thank you very much. OP1, I've used it. I'm down with OP1. Yeah, I've had fun. I'm down with OP1. I think I blew the speaker out in mine. Just saw a text from Dave Chappelle come in. Happy birthday, Dave Chappelle. I love Colorado. Sounds like you need someone to make you an omelet. Yo, that is beyond true. Thank you, Jeremy. Yes. If you can put your kids on, I can put mommy on it. Like the last 3 questions, I have such good answers for it. I'm just sitting through it. My dog will be your family. You know, I've often thought to myself that the world would be a better place if everybody's internet comment was also accompanied by a photo of their dog. Because how could you get upset at someone for writing something? And how could you, as the author of the thing you're writing, be disingenuously mean, or hurtful, or hateful, when you're putting up a picture of your 8-year-old who just got his cataracts taken out or fixed up, and he's got a fatty cyst, you know? How you gonna be mean? Tell me. All right. Well, I do like cats. I feel like you can just leave a cat alone for years at a time. Cats are roommates. I've never seen someone's cat who wasn't that person's just roommate. It's like, oh, what's that? It's like, that's just my cat getting something to eat. Hey, Mike Gordon, what is up? Yeah, cats are just like really easy roommates to have, apparently. You'd be like, do you still have a cat? And it's like, yeah, it's just out. Okay, when did your cat get back? I don't know, it just comes back whenever. They're very independent creatures. Yeah, cats are just roommates that don't talk. Has anyone seen the cat in the last 4 weeks? No, but the food's always gone in the morning. Okay, well. The cat is like the kid in every breakfast commercial in the 90s who wears a skateboard helmet and like runs out the door and grabs a toaster strudel on the way out. That's what cats are. I stopped drinking in October of 2016. Have I met any pets named after me? No. Not that I can remember. Cats are like girls, act too needy, they run away. I have not. I'm going to say something in defense of girls with that comment. I've never noticed, and maybe you're going to throw my name at me and say that's why. I never saw being. I think the bad rap that girls get is that people say that if you show them too much attention, they're not interested. I tend to think that they, historically for me, enjoy a nice, tidy relationship where you show interest and they reciprocate. I've never seen this thing where you have to pretend you don't like them to make them want you back. I just never saw it. So I tend to give them a little more credit than that. In fact, I think guys are more the ones who do that, to be honest with you.